moving to seize everybody's paychecks. Homeland Security's announcing they will control the paychecks. Everything will be wired through them. You'll have to have a Homeland Security check on your deal to be able to have a job. This is already happening, so they know that people are going to figure out the emergency exit. They're now moving to try to block them. They know we could see with the financial system people withdrawing like they did from GMO, and so they're trying to block those exits.
Right, but let me give you an example, because ultimately I think they're going to fail. What you're watching are desperate measures by desperate people. They're scared. And you wouldn't be seeing the kind of things we're seeing if they weren't. Now, I'm not, I don't underestimate the resources they have, because you're literally looking at a group of people that have incredible technology and have essentially stolen and now control all the assets on the planet. So I'm not saying that they're not incredibly financially powerful and they don't have whiz-bang technology. But the reality is it takes, traditionally, to run a civilization, it takes an organizing principle, and it takes what the Chinese refer to as the mandate of heaven. And these folks clearly, they don't have that. And if anything, the thing that's going to destroy them is they're going to kill each other, because they're not grounded in a higher, positive organizing principle. So ultimately, I just don't think it's going to work. So
all that evil men and tyrants need to flourish is that good men and women do nothing. We have to put out our organizing principle versus theirs, and we're going to beat them if we stand up and take action. Incredible, Catherine Austin Fitts. Let's go to some phone calls. Nate in Pennsylvania, thanks for holding her on the air.
Hey, Alex and Catherine. Nice to talk to you this afternoon. Glad to hear that the fight continues, and just wanted to say that the effect you guys are having is immense. Personally taken Catherine's advice to stop giving them your data. Really, just every time she's on, it brings a ray of hope into my life. So just wanted to thank her for that. But, Alex, I don't know if today, did you happen to hear about the Dr. Oz show today?
No.
Dr. Oz actually had the interview with you and Dr. Wakefield on his show today. He had a clip of it.
What did he do?
It was about the cause of autism. And I sat down and I just couldn't believe it. Here's Dr. Oz having a wonderful discussion with the audience and a panel of doctors. And for all intents and purposes, it's coming out.
I want to say this about Dr. Oz, and again, I watch Glenn Beck maybe once a month. I watch Dr. Oz maybe once a month. I'm busy. But I saw a piece when he had Mr. Smith on. What's his first name? He's the expert on GMOs. I've interviewed him.
Jeffrey Smith.
Yeah, Jeffrey Smith. He had him on and let him lay out the facts of GMO killing people. I mean, that shows how far we've come, that Beck has to talk about the New World Order, and that Oz can now talk bad about GMO on national TV, and you're saying a pretty fair piece and playing a clip for my show. Whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah, I was floored. I mean, it said at the top of the screen, courtesy, Infowars.com, and I was thinking, oh my goodness. I mean, you just got tons of airtime on there. So I'm just thinking, I'm hoping those people go and check it out. But the discussion, the audience, I mean, everybody was just involved, and I hope you get a chance to see it.
Well, listen, I got to jump, but I appreciate that call, Nate. How exciting is that? That we're seeing things like that, Catherine?
Well, what it means is they have to protect their channel. In other words, what you're watching is the mainstream will blank it out until they're forced to.
It's self-interest again.
Right. Well, what's happening is they're losing market share. So they'll shift when they absolutely have to, and when they think they have enough control. I mean, I think they think with the food safety bill and the new USDA regulations, that they have to shift this way, and they need to kind of process the grief through the mainstream to get the channel. But, it's good that it's moving, but it's still not, you still have to shift the money.
Yeah,
you still have to shift the money. It's not enough to shift the conversation. You have to shift the money, too.
But it starts first with the conversation.
Absolutely.
To use another Chinese proverb, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And you're taking us a lot of steps here, Catherine. Jeff in Iowa, you're on the air.
Yeah, hi. I would like to get both your takes on a defensive and an offensive economic strategy against the globalists. One, defensive. Let's pick a few regions or areas that have enough libertarianism and enough subsistence farming and hunting, along with a cosmopolitan city-type environment to sustain us through the crash that's coming, say Austin or New Hampshire, maybe the foothills of California, and put our money in there locally so we can survive with subsistence farming.
Well, there are already a lot of communities like that, and my job is just to generally try to wake people up and let them know what's happening. But yes, these moves, even if it's you and 20 friends that move into a general area and promise to support each other, or you and your friends move outside the city, I've now done that. I mean, I'm now doing what Catherine challenged me to do 2 years ago on air. Catherine?
Well, I think it is a great idea. We encourage people to do circles. But anytime you can get together with like-minded people in your area, or even by phone, by network, and start to talk about how you can shift your money to finance the strategic resources you need, whether it's energy or food, it's a wonderful thing to do. Because the reality is the way to have a resource is to finance it and, or to control it, do it yourself.
Jeff, that's a great idea. What's the other one?
Yeah, the offensive one, nonviolent siege of Bilderberg. Shut it down. Shut it down.
I agree. Bilderberg coming up in a few months. There should be 1 million people there, not 500. But we've gone from none to 500, so let's do it. It's up to you. Your listeners still got the resources. Identify the globalists. We'll be right back. More calls straight ahead.
You really can lose weight while you're sleeping. Guaranteed. AffinityDiet.com introduces Lose and Snooze and the One-Day Diet. Great tasting Lose and Snooze from AffinityDiet.com is the first step in our guaranteed weight loss system. Lose and Snooze will help your body get a deep restorative sleep without the harmful side effects of pharmaceutical drugs. And during deep natural sleep, your body starts to shed unwanted pounds, build lean muscle, and lose inches. Add AffinityDiet.com's One-Day Diet wafers and your metabolism keeps going with all the vitamins and minerals you need with no rebound effect. But don't worry, you're never more than 24 hours from your favorite foods. Learn more about Lose and Snooze and the One-Day Diet at AffinityDiet.com, spelled AFFINITY diet.com, or call toll-free 855-663-3438. That's 855-663-3438. Finally, a diet that succeeds where others have failed from AffinityDiet.com.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As they're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
I have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
If you owe money to the IRS, you can't make the problem go away by yourself. But with the help of Dan Pilla, you can get your problem solved once and for all.
Hi, I'm Dan Pilla. For 30 years, I've helped thousands of people solve their tax debt problem, and I can help you solve yours too. We take a very simple but proven 3-step approach to solving your problem. First, we stabilize IRS collection actions so you don't have to worry about the IRS seizing your bank account or paycheck. Next, we build a comprehensive plan to get your tax debt reduced to the fullest extent possible, sometimes even completely eliminated. And finally, we work with you every step of the way to get your problem solved once and for all. Call us for a free consultation. Call 1-800-346-6829. We'll work together to get your problem solved, guaranteed.
Dan Pilla has been protecting taxpayers from the IRS for 3 decades, and he can help you too. Call us today at 800-346-6829. That's 800-34-NO-TAX.
Watch me! Watch me! I got it! Watch me! I got it! Hey!
And I'm super bad. ahead.
I got something that makes me want to shout.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Corbin in Georgia. You're on the air with Catherine Austin Fitz. Go ahead.
How you doing, Alex?
Good.
I was just calling, just want to congratulate you for all you're doing. And my second thing is I'm only 21, and I've been, following all the corruption, ever since I was really born. And, I believe in destiny, and I was born on February 6th, the same day as Bob Marley and Adam Fossshop. Do you know who that is?
I think so.
Yeah, he's the creator of the Illuminati. And my whole point behind that is that I think I was born to, expose some of this stuff too. And my whole thing is I want to,
Yeah, I thought you said Adam Weishaupt, but it didn't sound quite like it. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's German, so I know it's...
Yeah, really Ingolstadt University. Real quick, do you have a question or comment for... I wish we had more time.
Yeah, but my thing is I just want to, I've been riding around Atlanta, and they have, cameras all over. They took our street lights down to install cameras, every few hundred feet from each other. But my whole point is I want to ask, why haven't we started a march or something yet?
I appreciate your call. Well, I mean, we're all atomized. It's hard to get together. We are starting a march in our own daily lives, making decisions with the way we spend money that will bring down the globalists. Catherine?
One of my favorite books that I've read in the last year is a book called Prophetic Imagination by a guy named Walter Brueggemann, and he talks, Alex, about how the way Moses brought down the empire was to leave it in first and foremost in his mind and imagination, to just persuade people that they don't have to go along and that they can withdraw. And I think it's the same here. We need to say goodbye to the system and proceed to make other plans on our own.
So come out of her. Come out of Babylon.
Yeah, just and before you can leave a place, you need to leave it in your mind, and then you need to leave it in your pocketbook, and you need to find other people who want to leave with you. And
a lot of that's turning off television, and that's why they're having to put some of the truth on TV to keep people tuned into all the other lies they lace.
Right. Well, I would turn off your, one of the 3 things you can all do in the next 30 days is turn off your TV. You don't need any more entrainment, subliminal programming. Eat fresh food. The food system is killing us. You've got to find local farmers and local food sources, or learn to grow your own, and make sure you get fresh water. So for heaven's sakes, get your money out of paper and out of the big bank.
Wow, what you just said is so beautiful. Just getting our bodies straight. And I'm trying to do that, and it's so hard to get off the coffee and all those type of things and the fattening food. But just as you get more sleep, it makes everything clearer. That's why the globalists try to poison the food and water. They want us off balance.
The last 7 months, do you know what sugar futures are up in the last 7 months? 88%. So if you're not off sugar yet, you're going to get off sugar.
Yeah.
So really what we have, look at what you have under your power and can do in the next 30 days to protect yourself and your family. And the more you do that, and the more people who do that, the more we stop being atomized and can connect and find each other.
And support alternative media and organizations and radio stations and people that tell the truth. Even if you don't have money, spread the word about those. This is how we're going to change the world. I apologize to Michael, George, Sam, Ed, and others. You'll have to call back in tomorrow, but I appreciate you trying. Catherine Austin Fitz, Solari.com. Always amazing to have you on. God bless you, and look forward to speaking to you again soon.
God bless you, Alex.
There she goes, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back tomorrow live on the Friday edition, Power Packed, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central, back Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. The globalists are moving at hyperspeed, Mach 10 right now. Afterburners are melting because they've almost got their world government, but we woke up to them, and so it's all badly coordinated. If you stand up and say no, they will fall.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year,